talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me likes and commenting and subscribing today. You hear me? Good. Hey, babe. We are about to get into another Body Cam is Messy, and this one appears to be dealing with some neighbors, okay? I don't really know everything that's going on, so we're going to get into it with you guys, all right? So let us go ahead and get started, and make sure you liking up the video. Thank you. All right. Let's check it out.
There, you're supposed to arrest them, not me, Daniel! A big black man hitting me, it is traumatic. And it is racial.
On December 9th, 2021, officers were dispatched to a neighborhood in response to reports of a disorderly individual.
Get your vehicle off my private property!
Ma'am, stop yelling! Stop yelling!
Go pay for
Stop
it!
yelling so I can address the situation. Please.
That's a disturbance.
Please stop yelling so
That's-
I can
and she
address
yelling out the
what's
window.
going on. I'm here.
Now, see, we ain't even in this thing a good 30 seconds before she starts showing her arse. Let me tell you something. This bitch is yelling out the window. Yeah, get this under control, but y'all probably gonna have to take her and stand for disturbing the peace, because that's what it's giving. These motherfuckers outside trying to sleep, well, not outside, but they in their house trying to sleep just a little peace. And y'all out here causing a fucking ruckus. And ma'am, if they're parked on the street, I would assume that is the city property, not yours. Okay, but y'all is in front of her house just a little piece, but we'll see. Let's keep playing.
Please stop yelling. Please.
Sir, it's my property!
Okay, I understand that, but please stop yelling.
Ma'am.
Please stop yelling.
They're blocking my
Okay, can you see me? Can you please stop yelling?
I'm gonna report you for police misconduct!
Stop yelling.
Not a police, like, how did I get into it?
And she's going to jail for terroristic threats.
She need to go for terroristic threat.
Close the window, ma'am.
I'm tired. I would be
We gonna
pissed
make a long
off
story short.
if this
She
my
damaged
night.
our property. Her husband said he'll pay for it. As long as he pay for it, we ain't got no problem.
Oh, that's her
Now, the other night,
husband?
she came out the house with a gun on my
I didn't know we was finna get into all of this, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. This took place in December of 2021. I'm not even finna hold y'all, but goddamn, like this, it's only 1 minute in, and I didn't even catch what the man said because the woman hollering.
No, she's drunk.
We gonna make a long story short. She damaged our property. Her husband said he'll pay for it. As long as he pay for it, we ain't got no problem.
Okay, so
Now, the other night, she came out the house with a gun on my children. We reported that.
wait. So she damaged y'all property?
She damaged our property. Her
She did damage the property, child.
husband said he'll pay for it. As long as he pay for it, we ain't got no problem.
Okay.
Now, the other night, she came out the house with a gun on my children. We reported that. Now, tonight, she scratched up the cars. Now, he said he'll pay for it. There he is. And if he pay for it,
That's your wife, sir?
Yes.
we ain't got no problems.
I was just trying to settle her down because I can't think with all of the yelling going on.
She just what she put on my car just now.
Terroristic threats.
Ooh, I can't get my words out. Did it messy? No parking in front of my home, you. And what did she say there? Because it looked like she added an E. So what did she say there is what I'm asking. Private property. Remove your filthy car. I will burn you next time. Homeowner. When I tell you I'll sue that hoe for pain and suffering too, I'll be all emotional and distraught.
I told you the other night, she told us.
Right here.
Yeah, I see the scratching on that one.
And right up here.
Ooh.
She keyed my car.
When did this happen?
Last night.
Last night?
We opened the garage and seen him. Now, that boy husband, he said he'll pay for the damage.
It's our second time, the last time.
As long as he write a check and pay for it, we good to go.
And this right here is terroristic threats right here. That's a felony.
I see that.
You know what I'm saying? If she's not arrested for terroristic threats, Then what? When she kills somebody, then y'all gonna sit there and say, "Oh, we didn't know."
Right.
That's a damn lie, you know.
I will burn you.
Just
That's
give me-
what she threatened to put.
I
That
see
is
it.
a threat,
Give
baby.
me a second. Let me talk with him for a second and let my other officer get here on scene.
Okay.
What's going on with your wife?
Yeah. What's
It's a
up?
mental health issue. That's as simple as that. She's been in the hospital for about a year. She's been out for the last 2.5 years. A couple nights ago was the first issue that she's really had with anyone. You know, it was heartbreaking. And so was this. I don't really know what to say.
Tell somebody you gonna kill him.
Dang.
A few years ago, she was dying. She had a diagnosis, but when she was released from the hospital, she didn't have a diagnosis. She's on probation right now. Yeah, it's just real heartbreaking.
Can you tell me about?
Damn. It sounds like it's heartbreaking because he tired of her ass, but know that he about all she got, so he don't want to just leave her. And you know what I'm saying? Damn. I'm sorry, sir. That's terrible. That's terrible. You know, and those people don't know what's going on with her, so they not gonna really have the patience. And then now, when she does stuff like this, he has to be responsible for it. I never think about these dynamics when it comes to like marriages and stuff, where one may have a mental issue and like a situation like him, where it falls on the other person to have to, deal with the whatever the backlash or whatever the results from somebody else's actions like this, where they got to pay for it. That's tough.
Stuff here.
I'm worrying about it right now. I'm ready to go to bed, and next thing I know, I hear the door opening, and I'm like, what's going on? She's out here. So I guess she put that sign on the car, and then she started screaming about no parking in the house.
You saw her.
It's cold as hell out there. There's smoke
aware
coming out there,
when
man.
she was outside, or did you know when she came outside and started doing
Yeah,
any of this?
well, I heard the door open, and I came to the front, and I saw her out here. And I said, what are you doing? What are you doing out here? Get back inside. And then she started screaming. And then I got her back inside eventually.
This is Mr. Smith. He's the resident of this home. When I got here, his wife, he was down here with them. They basically, talked. He said he's willing to pay for the damage that she caused. He said she has some mental issues that she's been suffering through, not diagnosed with anything. When I got here, she was in the window right here yelling, and, I kind of yelled back for her.
Wait, so she was diagnosed, and then he said when she came from the hospital, she wasn't diagnosed? I am confused. So is the lady diagnosed or she not diagnosed? So she not diagnosed, she ain't really, okay.
Calm down so I can figure out what's going on. So when I get out here, she pulled a knife?
No, a gun. She last night in the front of the police, she told her son to get the machine gun, the AR-15, and kill all these niggas out here. In front of the police.
She say
That's
she
a terrorist
white, we
threat. Y'all
black,
say, well, the
we
only thing they're
scared
gonna
of
do
the
is fingerprint her and let her go because it's a misdemeanor. When a terrorist threat becomes a misdemeanor, that's a felony. They go to evidence right there again tonight when she threatened to goddamn burn everybody up, killing them, burning everybody up. But y'all gonna sit there and say, oh no.
For my sister-in-law.
So you got the note right here on the
Stay
car.
on their head.
As you know, the car isn't in violation of anything. It's not blocking nobody's mailbox. It's not blocking nobody's driveway.
Okay, officer, look here.
So you got the note. She wrote this threat.
Just now. People was coming
damn
out
sure
and they
press
called
charges
her.
on her
There
ass,
was an
for
issue
sure.
between you guys. I don't
It wasn't
remember
me.
when.
It wasn't me.
No, the other officers. What did they tell you guys exactly?
They
I don't
told
know.
us, you wasn't here. They told us pretty much that it was known that she has a mental issue, that they cannot take her to jail because of COVID, that we did not have her on video with the gun or anything. They said there was no guns in the house, so they cannot do nothing. Said it's good that we just keep a paper trail on her, so if something does happen, then y'all already know that we have been calling.
Look like she took something and cracked my top right there. As long as he pay for my stuff, I ain't got no problem.
What do you estimate this damage is going to come to?
This top probably $900.
Okay.
Now over here, to paint the side of this car, they got to paint the whole side of this car.
Yep.
This a new car. He probably looking at maybe $3,000 right there. I don't know.
And I
I
don't
don't
know.
know if it's gonna be 3,000.
I don't know because it's black. Yes.
She scratched the car right here. You can see, Daddy, you shine your light.
What
They'll
you
have
think
to
it is
just
to
get
fix
some
yourself?
estimates.
Because they're going to have to paint, they're going to have to paint this whole door and over here. You're probably looking at about $2,000. I don't know.
What, did something happen to this car too?
Yeah, this is what happened. You have the scratches here. They said this was done last night. He estimated this is going to be about $3,000. I can't honestly say it'll be that. but I'm sure it's going to be about 500. And then he just showed me this, the top of his Corvette, where it's going to be cracked. So, all in all, you have this damage here, which another crack.
Is there any video of this? Like, how do we know when this happened? That's my thing.
Yeah, he says it all happened like last night, and this stuff here happened just now. She came out.
We caught her out here doing this.
Yeah, they saw that, so I'm thinking 1013. She's gonna have to get some treatment. She's gonna continue to do this the way she was up there.
I hate 1013s. That shit don't be doing that. Y'all keep people in there for about a month to what? If that, maybe 2, if that, and then send their ass back out without no real treatment, and they be back on the same bullshit. Didn't you just hear that man say that? Yeah, child, but I guess it's best she just get away. If she got some meds she's supposed to take, clearly she ain't taking them. But again, this was in 2021.
Right now, the husband said he's basically helpless against her right now. Best course of action is to go ahead and transport her.
I'm just trying to figure out when exactly that's happened, because this call says Sunday. Today's Thursday.
And that's a target.
So how are they saying that all these scratches happened today?
They said this one happened last night, and he said this is the one they caught her in the act of doing tonight.
I mean, I didn't see how she was. You know better than me.
Yeah, she's unstable. She needs some treatment.
I wasn't here for the incident that happened the other night, but I was told by the officers over here about it. I mean, any reason why out of nowhere she decides to just come out and try and disturb the peace?
It's not about anyone here. Should be yelling at the stars. So she has her imagination. It's paranoid, delusional stuff.
And since then, you haven't, talked to her and, let her know, like, hey, you know what, maybe we should go and, just again to be checked again. Maybe there'd be another different,
Most of the time she's fine.
Right.
Just some of the times it's, eye drama, and like I said, it has nothing to do with the neighbors here. And
now, how long y'all been there?
Anything could set her off.
So she ain't no racist? It's just
I don't live here. We visiting here. This is the vehicle that I came in.
Okay.
And the thing is,
you came in with Miss Morris.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me exactly what was she doing when you came out and how y'all caught her?
When I came out, she was coming from the side of the car right here. Okay. And she was screaming and yelling, telling, saying about how she's going to kill people and all this right here, and calling the nigger gypsies and all this right here that we are, Muslim terrorists, all kind of names. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to tell you this right here, that is a felony. We all got some type of mental issues. You hear me? So if you want to sit there and say, oh, she got mental issues, that's feels. How many people went to jail today, especially black people that went to jail tonight in Savannah that has mental issues, but you still took them to jail? This person that sat here and
looked like she was trying to open up my damn
door.
Just a little piece, bitch.
And look right here. And then she got this letter right here, this note right here, on here, and y'all still sitting there and say, oh, we're not going to do anything to her. But if it was the other way around, y'all would have, guess what? If there was a black person in there, y'all would have had about 20 cars here, and y'all would have kicked in the door and went in and dragged her and took her to jail and let the courts decide whether she got mental issues or not. You hear me? But y'all doing that. Y'all don't want to talk to nobody. We're going to go talk to her white husband, and we're going to see what he's got to say, because his word means more than everything. I don't care, but we all crazy. We all have some type of mental issue. But this is a felony. What I'm trying to tell you is right here.
I want to just ask for calm right now so we can figure out the appropriate charge and our course of action.
Let's do that, because I don't appreciate being called a whore. That lady
that's what she said. I thought she said something.
Okay, let's go put our heads together and see what we're going to do. Because I think that she does need to be removed from around here. At the very least, that'll get them settled back down to where they can think rationally instead of just saying, oh, we believe in the white person over the black people, over what actually happened. So
yeah.
But I mean, even if it's black on black, white on white, at the end of the day, her ass was out of line. Like that man said, mental issue or not, and those people are not going to go back inside for real until some get resolved. Clearly, they've been standing out there for a minute in the freezing cold. Y'all don't see the smoke coming off these people's mouth when they talking. It's cold as hell out there.
Go ahead and get on that.
She went in the house, came out, said, I'm gonna kill you niggas. Said, I'm going to get my gun. I had 2 minor children sitting on my bed right there. She went in the house and came back out. He had to grab her and pull her back in the house. But when the police came, they said, oh, that's a misdemeanor.
You don't play with
Mr. Smith, could you show us where your wife is at in the house?
Yes.
He already know what's gonna go down. He's like, yes. I already know. Let's go on arrest her.
I'm Officer Thomas with Savannah Police Department.
Good evening. Did you come to meet with me?
Yes, ma'am. Unfortunately, can you go ahead and place your hands behind your back, ma'am?
Why?
You're under arrest for criminal
Ma'am, do you
damage
see
to
what
property
you
in the
just did
second
to these
degree.
folk?
What property did I damage in my property,
Vehicles,
sir?
ma'am, please don't resist
No,
us.
respect.
We're going to explain everything to
What property did I damage, Daniel?
Just go ahead and put your other hand.
Well, what property did I damage?
We'll let you know. Just put your other hand.
No, what did I do?
Yes, ma'am.
What?
In the note you put on the car, everything that adds up to criminal damage in the property in the second degree.
I'm the owner of the house.
Yes, ma'am.
No, I'm waiting for the police because I just called the police.
Okay.
They are the police, ma'am.
No, you are the guy that...
And I'm not going to hurt you. I'm going to ask you to place your hands behind your back, okay?
You're supposed to arrest them, not me,
go
Daniel! Daniel, talk to me! What property
Baby, Daniel ain't saying
talk
shit.
to me! They can't park in front of my home I own!
But you can't go out there and scratch the vehicle up, ma'am.
What
They observed you doing it.
What vehicle did I scratch? That vehicle is not scratched! Since when they can come and park in front of my house?
Ma'am, the vehicles are scratched.
That's a life-threatening threat!
Lower your voice.
Sir, to tell me, get the f*** inside,
Lower your
that's a
voice.
threat!
There was no threat made to you. Lower your voice.
Daniel, tell them that I didn't do anything. They can park in front of my house and threaten Errol.
Calm down. No one's threatening Errol.
They can't park. You're not here telling me get inside. They can't park.
They can park anywhere. It's a public street.
Not in front of my house I own. How can that be a public
It's
street?
a public street.
Why aren't you just telling me it's a public street, the home I bought?
What?
This home I bought, they can't park from that space to that space and threaten me.
Nobody's.
I believe they can, and I wish they would kind of explain that to her just a little piece, because like the man said, they're not blocking a mailbox or anything. They're not blocking access to your home or anything. I just don't think she understands, and they need to explain that to her. All right. But
47.
she does give a piece of entitlement just a little bit too, child.
The car is scratched. The car is scratched nowhere. Who touched the car?
I don't know.
Oh, then say that. Which car, sir, did we scratch? We scratched no vehicle. You look at me.
Let's go this way, ma'am. Hold on, ma'am. Get you in there the right way. Okay.
You're making a
turn to
mistake,
your left.
sir. That car is not touched anywhere.
Ma'am, it
It's
has
damaged.
a sign on it, ma'am.
That
And
vehicle?
they observed you scratching it, ma'am.
No. It's
Watch your
no
head,
one
watch
that
your head.
scratched it themselves.
47 to the 46.
Daniel will not be down there to get you out, ma'am. Not tonight,
So,
ma'am.
I'm
Daniel's
gonna
gonna
go ahead
sleep
and get
good,
everything
ma'am.
loaded in, and then I'll get CR and cars drawn up. The charge, because the damage exceeds $500, and you have witnesses who observe her do it. That's why the charge is criminal damage in the property in the second degree. We're going to see if we can take her to Memorial and see if she can get some kind of emergency treatment or at least an evaluation, so we can figure out what's going on. And that's where she's going at. But I'll get you everything further that I need for you to know. I'm just going to go ahead and get some odds and ends tied up with this call. All right. So.
Daniel handled that very well with the officer.
Kiss him, please.
And the officer was very nice to Daniel. Very, if all interactions could be like that.
Please, just to kiss him and then I should have no heart attack. Please.
You're not gonna have a heart attack.
Can't park in front of private property every night.
It's not private property. They can't park in your driveway. That's illegal. But as long as they park
They came in
on the
my
sidewalk.
driveway. That's why I knocked them away yesterday. You know, kicked them away from my driveway, and they came again tonight.
People parking on the drive right here on the roadway, that's not illegal.
It's illegal to come inside my driveway, right?
They didn't come inside your
Yes, they
driveway.
did last night and the night before.
No, because it's not illegal. Just how I'm parked here
It
in
is
their
illegal
house,
to come
it's
inside my
not parked.
driveway.
Nobody was in your driveway. Ma'am, I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
How can you say no one is here? When they were here in the driveway last night and the night before. 5 vehicles, sir. 5 vehicles. You have to take my report. I need you to write what I called you for. Please. Officer, please write what I called you for.
No, because it's not illegal to park
It's
on the
illegal
roadway.
to park in my driveway. They parked last night and the night before.
Nobody parks in your driveway.
Were you here
Child,
last
now she
night?
changing the story, honey.
Do you have evidence?
To the
Yes.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I took pictures of all 5 vehicles. Sir,
Yes.
please tell my husband to get me 1 bottle of water and Benadryl because of asthma, please. I can't breathe.
Why didn't you take them before?
I can't breathe right now.
What do you mean you can't breathe?
I can't breathe right now. Please tell him.
You're breathing right now, right?
I can't breathe right
No,
now.
you're breathing. It's okay. You'll be fine.
1 bottle of water and Benadryl,
You're
please.
fine. I'm gonna step out. Watch your head.
Will someone listen to me so they can write my report as to what happened?
Yeah, I mean, you can talk to them, but like I said...
But why didn't you write what I'm telling
Hold on.
you?
No, because I know you called earlier about the vehicles being parked there.
Correct.
Yes. So, nobody was parked in the driveway, ma'am. Everybody was on the road.
I understand, but you need to write what I called 911 for. And what I called is for the last 3 nights. They're coming in my driveway. So tonight they made the turn. I said, get out of my driveway. Don't park here.
But
And the
nobody was parked there.
derogatory language,
Nobody was parked there tonight, though.
when you came, nobody was parked.
Right,
When
and,
you
and that's
were
when you
there-
called. You called because somebody was parked there, but nobody was parked there.
No. I called because somebody was parked in my driveway. When I told them, they moved back. They parked on the side, and they told me, "Are you gonna write my report?"
No, ma'am, because that's not a crime.
Do you need to go to the hospital?
Yes, I got pushed and punched in front of my house. I am
Pushed and punched?
traumatized.
Who punched
My
her?
son is crying at home because
Ain't nobody even doing that to this lady. They literally sat up there and it was a smooth arrest and put your ass in the car. Why is you talking about pushed and punched?
20
But I have to remember she has
people
mental
came
stuff
and
going on.
attacked me in front of my house, sir.
Also have to go by the fact that she has an injury on her head.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So
At some point she had to have been struck her head.
Yes, thank
And
you.
who-
And this
who
is
hit
what
her?
I told the officers. That's why I called 911, and they disrespectfully
got there.
ignored everything I said. Please
I mean, I
let
know
me
you guys don't care,
finish,
but when
sir.
I got on scene, she was nowhere to be found.
This
She was
is
inside the
racial.
home.
They hit me. They pushed me, and I can't breathe.
have to take the precaution.
Still have to take it.
I don't remember seeing this knot
Sir.
on her
All right, let's go.
head
We're
earlier.
going to the hospital.
Hold on, sir.
He
Thank you
doesn't
from my
care.
heart.
Let's
Thank
go.
you. Thank you. I'm at home. I live in a 2-floor house. I'm a homeowner. And the neighbor that I had in
Call her
Rutherford,
husband. Ask
he
him how
wasn't
she got
there
that knot on her
anymore.
head.
So a bunch of people looking like gypsy, I can't call them black, but like gypsy, stopped by my home for 3 nights in a row.
I can't
around
call
the
them black
evening.
gypsy.
And they would just park their vehicles, about 7 of them.
No, ma'am,
in
he's
front-
asking about the injuries you say you had.
That's right, in front, but the doctor needs to
The
know.
doctor doesn't
the
care
traumatic-
about the
you need to
situation. He
know,
cares about
doctor,
the
right?
injuries.
The injury, how it came to the injury. So they parked in front of my house for 3 nights, and I kept telling them, you can't park in front of my home because this is private property. I am the homeowner. You can only park in front of the person you're visiting. And pardon my English if I can explain. Get the f*** in, who's asking you? I said, sir, you can't say that. So I asked them politely to remove their vehicles from my driveway, and 2 nights ago, and tonight they didn't want to do it, so the guy came and pushed the door inside and hit me on my head.
Pushed the door inside?
I almost fell down like this. And put
The man
my-
came into your home
this pocket
and
to
pushed
my
the door?
shirt. And he's very big, bigger than this officer, and white and black looking. And the woman was screaming, who the f is asking you? Is asking you? Type of English. She's a gypsy. This is not America I live in, or I'm used to living. And I told them this is worse than racial. Whoever you people are, to me, you're Muslim terrorists. Because if you were black or Asian or Spanish, you would understand that this is not your home for you to park in front of my house. To get in the driveway and then park there and tell me get the who. And then the guy said, you know what, I'm just going to kill your husband too. I said,
What
are
the
you
hell is
being
this
sick? And I pushed the door, and then my husband came downstairs. He's United States Army for 30 years serving Army. He's retired now. And he couldn't believe his eyes or ears what he's hearing. And that's what I'm trying to tell this officer, and he doesn't care. In simple English, does not care. I've been assaulted tonight, and he, as an officer, doesn't care to take my report. And I can't breathe.
Okay, hold on 1 second, okay? Shell, you're not having an allergic reaction. Another thing that I can say is your pupils are kind of really small, so I don't know if you've been drinking earlier or something, or you took something. I'm not saying,
I got assaulted.
Well, that could be, okay, the reaction from the adrenaline. Okay.
No, reaction from head injury.
Child, I'm sorry, I don't
But
believe her.
not traumatic brain injury.
Yes, it is very traumatic.
All right, love.
A big black man hitting me, it is traumatic. And it is racial.
And it's gonna be very scary.
It is non-American.
I don't know about that, but okay, I hear you.
After being medically cleared, the woman was charged with criminal damage to property and simple assault. However, the arrest report did not clearly specify the reason for the simple assault charge. Share your thoughts below and remember.
Child, ain't that a mess? That's a damn mess there. Y'all gotta let me know y'all thoughts. I know a lot of people feel like we should be extremely sensitive to individuals that have mental, health issues. I know I saw a comment earlier where somebody was saying the thing with America is, they don't often, they're not as patient or something like that when it comes to people with mental health issues. And when you act out of the norm, people feel like the police should be called upon you. And that really came from the comment of the video we saw with the Ross video, when the woman would just sit there and would not leave the store because she wanted her 20% discount. I don't think a lot of us saw that she had a mental issue until they arrested her and got her outside. Then I said, okay, yeah, this must be some mental going on with her. And I think that may be the case sometimes. A lot of times they don't know that a person has a mental issue. But once you know about that for sure, I think they should be mindful. Like sometimes cops are called and it's already stated that a person has a mental issue. And when they get there, they act as though they didn't know that information, right? But even with the Ross situation, whether she had the mental issue or not, I think the cops handled her very well. Even though the cops were called on her because that store has a right to get her removed from their premises, they gave her plenty of time for that lady to leave that store, and she didn't, right? And they handled her very well with patience as much as they could. So, unfortunately, that's what happened. And with this lady here, it's definitely giving mental. The husband even aired you out already and pretty much said what was going on. And as soon as the cops pulling up, you yelling all out your window, going off and saying this and that. No, ma'am, I wouldn't be surprised if that lady was in there hitting herself upside the damn head. Honestly, I said I had to go back and see whether she had a knot on her head. I couldn't really tell because it was already like dark in there, really. So I wasn't really sure whether she already had that knot on her head or not. I couldn't tell. But anywho, I'm looking now and I can't really tell whether she got that knot on her head. No, I do see a knot. I see a knot on her head when they pull up. So inside the home, there is a knot on this woman's head. Let me see if I can kind of show y'all. Let me go back to this video and see if I can show y'all. So she already had the knot on her head, but who gave it to her is I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if she was back there hitting some SHI herself. Y'all see that? Can you see that bulging out where her forehead is? So she does already have a knot. Now I don't know if that's a knot. Some people have knots on their heads. That's just what it is. They gonna, they just got that's how they made. That could be her situation, or somebody could have put it there as she wanted to say the people outside did, or she could have been in there and did that shit herself, so that she could use that as a reasoning as to why she did what she did, because they hit me, so I went out there and did that to them. Anywho, child, leave your thoughts and comments down below. That's all I got for you guys at this time. I'm Jami, that's me. Like, comment, subscribe, like I said, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy.